Hello everyone. Last session we have covered how to install Python, how to configure path on Python, how to install packages and or module inside the Python environment. Today I'm going to explain you the core Python. By the help of core Python, you can proceed your career in Python. Like, to understand this core Python, you'll be able to work on machine learning, you'll be able to work on Django, you'll be able to create the APIs on Python, you'll be able to do all the stuff for which the basic core concept I'm going to cover today. So please continue my session. When you start to watch this, so continue up to end, then only you'll be able to understand how benefited this course for you. So thank you everyone to listening my session. So now what I'm doing here, I'll just create one folder first. Why I'm going to create this folder? Because I want this session to be stored all the data into this folder only. So let me create my folder. The folder name is core _Python, and then I just open this folder. As I'm not going ahead to open my command prompt from here and directly, I'll just open the command prompt cmd and then we'll go ahead cd desktop and all. No, I don't want these all the things. What I want, I just click here on this directory URL, click here cmd. Now you can see directly I entered into this core Python. Now what I wanted to do here, if you wanted to write the Python temporarily, you can write the Python program temporarily also in command prompt. How we can write the program in command prompt? So see here, type Python, enter, then you will be involved into the Python environment and directly you can start support. Suppose you are writing a is equal to 10, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, and then c is equal to a plus b, and then c. So you got the answer is 30. But what is the scope of this answer? Do you think this entire program you have with you? No. The moment you will collapse this, all program will be finished. So you have to start once again the program. So what I want, I just want to keep my program with me only always for the entire life. So for that, what we have to do, either we can write the program on Notepad or I can write the program on any editor. So there are lots of editors would be here. Like we have Notepad, we have Jupyter editor, so we have Spider editor. So we have lots of editor. Now see here, there are two ways to develop any program. One is ideal, another is ideal. Ideal is nothing but only one particular, you'll have to write the program, you have to configure it by your own everything, and then IDE is nothing but all the common things should be pre-built in that. And there in IDE, integrated development environment, you can understand this, you can get the suggestions and all also. So what I wanted to use editor as Jupyter. But how we can open the Jupyter? Most of the people, they are confused that Jupyter is available only in Anaconda, but no, Jupyter directly also you can install. Individual Jupyter also you can install in this. How we can install the Jupyter directly? Let's see. So pip install Jupyter notebook. Before installing this Jupyter, let me see whether in my system Jupyter is available, in my Python Jupyter is available or not. To see whether Jupyter available or not, so Jupyter notebook, enter. When I click on this, I got Jupyter notebook not found. So command Jupyter command notebook, Jupyter command Jupyter notebook not found. So I got understood that Jupyter is not available in my system, so I have to install the Jupyter. How will I have to install the Jupyter? Pip install Jupyter notebook, enter. When I click on pip install Jupyter Notebook. So it's gathering the data from the internet and it's trying to install the Jupyter Notebook into your machine. How it would be? So let's wait for some time. It's getting installed. Yeah, so Jupyter Notebook successfully installed. Jupyter 1.0.0 Notebook 6.1.5. okay, let it be. Let's go ahead, and now it's telling you one warning message. It's giving you are using pip version 18.1, however version 13 something available. Great via Python AMP. No need to upgrade, or if you want you can upgrade, but this thing won't give you any trouble to develop your program and all. PLS, and then we'll just type we just wanted to call Jupyter. How we can call the Jupyter? Jupyter Notebook. Enter. So starting. Now Jupyter has installed. Start. Here we have HTTP localhost 888 something 8883. What is this? This is your IP. Why you are getting localhost? Because you have installed your server in your machine only. So this is the reason it's localhost. What is this? Port number. Now see here, maybe sometime you have started the Jupyter, and Jupyter all the things got start, and here you got this command and all, but still your browser has not detected this. Still your browser has not detected, and browser has not been opened automatically. Then what you supposed to do? You just go to any browser. So suppose you can go to your browser, Google Chrome, open the browser. Directly you can click here, this one, this is Jupyter, enter. So you can see here when we have click on this, where, so this one, where is it? HTTP up to here, up to complete token, up to here. And then finally we have given this, and now I can see my Jupyter is open in Google Chrome as well. Now what to do? We'll start to write the program. How we can start to write the program? We'll have to click on new, Python 3. I'm able to see Python 3. If you have multiple Pythons, so you may get here multiple Python version, but right now I have Python 3. I just click on this and I able to open this Jupyter environment, from where we can write the program. Here we have title, untitled, so we can give the title core Python, core Python. So now core Python is here. I'll start to write the program. So first, from where will I start to write the program? From data types. Anyway, everyone have understand the data type. What are the data types would be here? Like if we wanted to write addition of two number 1, 2 plus 3.5. So every data having a type by which you can recognize what type of data is that. So here in Python, we'll start from the data type. So what are the data type we have in Python? In Python, we have a data types like Notepad. Let me open the Notepad, and here I'll show you data types. In Python, we have data types. What? Numbers, strings, printing, list, dictionaries, Boolean, tuple, sets. These data types we have. What is the meaning of number? Number meaning is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4 something. What is the meaning of a string? A string is nothing but data inside the quote. Either it's a double quote or either double quote or single quote, in this manner. Printing is nothing but we want the data and we want the print. You can get it. Now, to print list, to create a list, how we can create the list? Multiple data would be in a group. Multiple data will be in a group, either similar or non-similar, in this manner. Dictionaries, multiple data would be stored in it in a form of key and value pair. Key and value pair. Make sure your key always belongs to string, and value, it's depend on your data type. It's depend on your data type. Multiple keys and values. Boolean, anyway everyone aware about the Boolean, true and false. Tuples, anything you'll have to give in this, any data you can give into the tuple. We have a set. How will you get the set? Set will be in this manner, and suppose we wanted to find out the sets of, suppose we have numbers like 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2. So here we have sets. If we wanted to find out the sets of this entire data, so we have a set, one set for 1 and one set for 2. So here we have 1 and 2. In this manner you will get it. So let's go ahead, let's start our program on these all the things, data types. Let's start it. First we'll start from the numbers. How we can do from the number? 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2. Let me increase this font. 1 plus 2, and then shift enter. When you'll click shift enter, that means you're coming out from the environment and you're giving output. If you'll give only enter, that means in the same environment you'll be ready to write the next statement in Jupyter. Okay. 1 plus 3, 1 into 3, 1 into 3, and here 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and what I wanted to do here, anyway you have idea about 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, we got 1 into 3 is equal to 3, 1 by 3 is equal to 0.5. Now what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to see the power of power. If I wanted to see the power of to that particular any of the data, we wanted to see the power. How we can see the power in Python? In Python, we can see the power in this manner. Suppose we wanted to get 2 to the power 4. So we have 16. 2 to the power 4, we got 16. In the same manner, suppose one more way to see the power, POW of 2 into 4, 2 comma 4, we have 16. In this manner you can see the power of anything, right? Next, what I want, I just wanted to see the modulus. So 4 modulus 2, 0. I have written here 1 by 2. Let me give 1 modulus 2, 1. Now next, what we have in this manner, what I want, I just wanted to do the multiplication and all for other data like tuples and list and all. That's also we can do it, but that let me show you the later point of time, because anyway we are going to explain you all the concepts. So we have their numbers, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3, 1 by 2, 2 power 4, so all the things. So numbers we can write in this manner. Now suppose maybe you wanted to show you wanted to show some of the heading, which data we are writing. So in Python command you can write in this manner: these all number concept. But you are thinking, sir, I don't want it to keep in this. I just want to keep in some other areas, but not in this environment. So how we can do it? So plus this you have written here, and then you got the same 3, and in this I'll just give code instead of code, markdown, and then this one we got it. These are number concepts. Next concept we have variable assignment. How we can assign the variable? What is the variable? Variable is nothing but where you can, in which you can assign your data, kind of where you can store the value of your data. Variable. So how we can start the variable? So variable, and here we have the same manner, markdown. Click on this. Let's start the variable. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. But when I have given x is equal to 2 and shift enter, y is equal to 3, shift enter, why I have not get the output, the response? It's supposed to give us the response, right? So this would be variable. When we are writing the variable, we have to call the variable, then only we'll get the output. How we can call the variable? Suppose I'm calling x, I got x data. I'm calling y, I got y data. Now in this manner we got the variable also. Suppose I just wanted to write some addition of 2 number and wanted to store in some variable. So a is equal to b plus c, or b plus c is equal to d. For that we have to give b is equal to 10, anything, 10, c is equal to 10, c is equal to 20, 30. And I have written b is equal to b plus c. Enter. Shift enter. When I click on shift enter, that means I didn't get any error, even I didn't get output. That means this data got configured. Now I just wanted to call my b. I wanted to call my d, 40. So that means it's fine, everything is good, correct? We are going in a proper manner. Now what I have to do here, I just wanted to show you the string concepts. How we can work on a string concept? So strings, this one, and then strings. When we are working on a string, as I told you, we have the single quote and double quote. In both ways we can write the string here. So here we have double quote, hello, enter. I got a single quote, and I got output information. I got in a single quote and I got output. Next we have hello, and then I got again in a single quote. Here I have written in double quote, then also we got in single quote, then also we got in single quote. If I write print of hello, then I got is no any quote, and here also we don't have any output. That means we got in this environment and still we can do any modification on it. We didn't come out from this, right? Now what I wanted to do here, I have already given you these all the things. Now printing we are coming up. Printing. Code, markdown, printing. In this printing, how we can go ahead? We have written a is equal to high, and then we call a, and then we got high. Suppose I have written a is equal to high, b is equal to hello, c is equal to how. When I call a, B, C. Then I got last one, C only. How come? Why I got last one? Because Python is interpreted programming language. Here you have assign this, and finally you call first one this one, and second one this one, third one this one. So what last has come, that got executed. But what I want, I just want all the data to be displayed. How we can do this? So we have to write all the data in print. Suppose print of A, print of B, print of C. I got hi, hello, how. Right? In this manner we got it. Now we have one more concept in this. What we can do, we have suppose age is equal to 20 and name is equal to Suresh. Name is equal to Suresh. Enter. Age is equal to 10 and name is equal to 20. Suresh. Name is equal to Suresh. What I want, I just want age comma name. Age comma name. Enter. We got 10 Suresh. But did you observe in which manner it has come? This has come in the form of tuple. The in tuple concept has come. If we are writing age name, we get last one. Right now what I wanted to do here, if we'll give print statement, so obviously we'll get both the things. But finally what happened here, I have this print statement here, and you observe from starting onwards you are learning, if anything you are giving in print, anything, so the same data will be displayed the down. Same data will be displayed the down. This concept we used to call it constant pool. Constant pool. So what data you will have in double quote, the same data will be displayed. But in Python what we can do, we have one method. By the help of that method, we can give the reference data also inside double quote. How we can give that? Let's see. Suppose I have written name, age is 10 and name is Suresh. I'll write print of my name is, and then we have given this one, curly braces, my name is, comma, and my age is, this one and this one, and my age is, my name is, and my age is. We got in this manner, right? Now what I wanted to do here, I wanted to check it out, what output I am expecting in this. I am expecting the output, my name is this one, my age is this one. But what I want output this, my age is 10 and my name is Suresh. This data has to become. How this data has to become, how this data we can give it? We have given this one, right? So what I can do, I can give the data in this manner, print my name is, and my age is, my name is and my age is, dot format, and then a is equal to, or n is equal to name, comma, a is equal to age. I have written a is equal to age. So what it's giving is here, name is equal to name. Here I'll have to write n, here I'll have to write a, enter. So what I got, sorry, this one I should not supposed to give this one. Now what we got, this one. So this is the correct statement. So what we got understood, we can write print my name is Ann and my age is A, format N is equal to name, A is equal to age. So here what exactly the meaning, what we got understood? We got understood if we are giving the method format, so this method can be give the reference to my constant pool as well. So this is what exactly the things. Let's go ahead, let's start the another data type, that is a list. How we can work on list and what is a list? List is nothing but it's a group of objects or group of reference or group of data, either similar data or non-similar data. So suppose how we can write the list. So list concept, list, and in a same manner we have to give this markdown. So we can see here list we are starting. If we are giving this one hello, comma, hi, comma, how, I got this list to be displayed here. List I got displayed. Now what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to give this list non-similar data. Hello, hi, 2, 3, 2.5, enter. So we got in this manner also. So what exactly this? This is the list we have created, but this list we have created the moment we have written this, and then we got created list. But what I want, I just want this list to be referenced to some other data. This list to be referenced to some other data. Suppose I'm writing this into 2. So I got listing 2 times. So hello, hi, how, hello, hi, how, and this would be combine this, multiplication of this, and it's stored in it. Plus 2, plus 2. So we cannot add this multiplication into 2. We multiplied in this. Now what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to create list inside the list. Is it possible? List inside the list. So I have created list hello, A, comma, B, comma, C, and then comma, one more list, 1, comma, 2, comma, 3, and then one more list, 4, comma, 5, comma, 6, and then inside the list one more list, 6, how, and then enter. So we got multiple list also in that. So what we got understood? We got understood that we can give list inside the list. We can give, so that means we can say nested list also we can give, list inside the list. Now what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to apply some of the operations into the list. I wanted to find the data from the list. I wanted to do selection and indexing of the list. How we can do it? What are the things we have to do? So let's write, suppose I'll create the list. LSP is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here I have written LSP I called. So LSP I got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I wanted to do here, I just wanted to append some data inside the list. How we can append the data inside the list? So LSP dot accessibility, dot means accessibility, dot append of 10, and LSP. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Now I just wanted to know on my second position what data will be stored on list. So LSP dot LSP index of second, enter. Third data is stored into the second position, 0, 1, 2. Let me see in 0th position what data has been. So 0, enter. So we got first data 1 to be stored in this 0. Now what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to take the data from this, from second up to 10, or from this one up to this, up to this one up to this. So this is what I wanted to see, how we can. Now see here, how we can write the body in other language. We can write the body in other language in this manner. But in Python, we are writing body in this manner. This meaning is, colon meaning is body. That means from here up to here, from there up to there. So these are the things we'll have to write. Now what I wanted to do here, LST of colon. What exactly the meaning of LST of colon? That means I want entire list to be displayed, entire body to be displayed. So you can see here, entire body has displayed. LST of entire body second position, entire body from second position. So entire body up to second position, 1 and 2. Now here what I have written, entire body up to second position. Here I have written second position will have to take entire body. Second position will have to take entire body. In this manner we got it. So in this manner you can get all the operations also to the list. What I wanted to do here, I just wanted to replace any of the data. Suppose in place of 0th index, some data is here. Instead of 1, I wanted to write high. In which area? 0th index. So LSP of 0 is equal to high. I want to present high. Enter LST. Now see here, high has been displayed in this. So let's go ahead and we'll write the nested list. So NSTL, nested list, is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, high. I've written high. Enter. NST1, NST1. So let's go ahead. NST1 is not defined. Why is not defined? This is, I have written NST. Okay, NSTL. Sorry. NSTL. I have given this NSTL. So we got this entire data. Now what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to give NSTL of 3, 4, 5, 3. NSTL 3 we got it. NSTL 3 we got. What is the meaning of 3 we got? That means from the third position we are getting entire data. Third, 3. What exactly the 3 list? This is the list has started from here, end up here. So NST of NSTL of 3, 2. What data is available on it? High data is available on this. 3 to 2. 3 to 2. High data is available on this. Right? So now third NSTL, third list, and then second to 0th position, high. This one. Next we'll have to go ahead with the dictionaries. So we'll have to write the dictionary. As I told you, dictionary is nothing but keys and value. Dictionary is nothing but keys and value there. So D is equal to, let me write first, DICTIONARIES, dictionaries. Column in that, dictionary is not defined, no issue, mark down, and then enter. Spelling mistake. DICT, mark down. So now D is equal to key1 colon key1 colon value 1 comma key2 colon value 2. This one. So D, enter, we got this dictionaries, we got completely dictionary. Suppose I wanted to see items from the dictionary, how many items are available. D dot items method, enter. So we have these all the items would be available. If we wanted to see values, how many values are available, D dot values. Key I wanted to know, D dot keys, enter. So we can see by the help of anything in this dictionary. I wanted to see on second key what data would be available. D key 2, enter, value 2 is available. So can we have list inside the dictionaries? Yes, we can have the list inside the dictionary also. The reason behind, because always key cannot be the key cannot hold, key is not always holding the single value only. Maybe key sometime holding multiple values. For example, we have key as a class, key as a department, DEPT department, and value can be CSC, triple IT. So multiple it's holding, no? So when it's holding multiple, so multiple can be held by the help of list only. Enter. Invalid syntax. The reason behind invalid syntax, because I have given this colon, but I have not given the key. I have given the value. So DEPT colon. Oh, department also has come in this only. No issue in that. Let's see here. So what we got? DEPT department. DEPT, D of DEPT. Enter. D of DEPT. Enter. So we got department CSC, EC. So anyway, this unnecessary I have given this by mistake. So just remove this department. We have a department only. CSC, EC, IT. Value 2. Department we got it. Now we'll call value 2. So key 2. Enter. So we got in this manner. Now we'll go ahead with the boolean. How we can go ahead with the boolean? BOOLEAN, boolean. Mark down boolean, enter. So here we have true, we got true, false, we got false, none, we got nothing there. But the same thing if we'll give in print none, then you got none here. Let's go ahead to the tuple. How we can go ahead with the tuple? So let's do the tuple work. TUPLE, tuple. Mark down tuple. How we can write the tuple? T is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter. T index of 1. This one, true data has come. As I told you, the list and tuple, both the things should be same. But tuple is immutable data. Tuple is immutable. So what it has given, that is a fix in this. So T, like I have just given you list, LST list in 0th position is equal to high, something I can is equal to high, so something I can give it. But in the same manner, if I'll give T 0th position is equal to high, I'll give tuple will not accept because it's immutable. You cannot change. You can't change. Now we have to go to the sets. So sets. Let's go ahead with the sets. Sets, how we can write? Suppose s is equal to 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. Enter. In this manner we have written s. What is that? When we call this set, I have written multiple data, but when I call this, I got one set for 1, one set for second, one set for third, one set for 4, one set for 5. That much we got. Let's go ahead to the comparison operators. Comparison operator. Comparison operator. Mark down. Comparison operator. 1, 3, 3, 1. In this manner we can go ahead. 1, 2, right? Anything we can write in this manner. 1 is equal to 3, 2, false. Now logical operations, logical operators. So logical, how we can go ahead with the logical? Enter. So let's go ahead with the logically. So how we can do the logical operator? In logical operator, suppose we have in the tuple 1, 2 and 2, 3. Enter. False. In this manner we can write 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter. False. In that manner we can go ahead to false. So why I got the false? Because it has not true, and not true, false. Suppose if I am giving in this manner 1, 2, 2, 2 and 4, 4. Enter. 2. Right? Next we have if else statement. How we can write the if else statement? Suppose if 1, 2 body didn't got it. It's if it's following got it. Right? So we have 1, 2, 3. Got it. 2, 1. Nothing we got. Why nothing we got? Because else part we have not written, and this statement is not what executing. This is the reason we got this manner, in this manner. Suppose we'll write else statement also in it. If and then else, make sure else should not be come out in this body, in this if body. Else have to create own body. Else body print not got. Enter. Not got. So now we'll write multi branches. We'll see multi branches, how we can do the multi branches in it. Suppose if we have college is equal to, or city is equal to HYDERABAD header word. If city is equal to, if city is equal to, if city is equal to, city is equal to Bhopal, print welcome to Bhopal. Alif city is equal to Visakhapatnam, or we can say Guntur. Print welcome to Guntur. Alif city is equal to Vijayawada. Print welcome to Vijayawada. Else print not found. Not found. Enter. Not found we got. If we will change this city, instead of Guntur, if we'll write Hyderabad. Same spelling Hyderabad. So you can see here we have branches, and in that branches we got welcome to Hyderabad. The reason behind, because this statement has been executed. This is the reason we got welcome to Hyderabad. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and we'll do some more thing. What are the things we'll do here? So here we completed the if else statement, है ना? If else statement has completed, comparison operators has completed, logical operators has completed, and now we are coming into loop, for loop. Here, this one, and then for loop. In this for loop, let's write LST is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then LST for E element. For element, this is the reference. This is the reference. Don't think we have this somewhere else. This is the reference we have given for 4. E is the element reference in in which? In list. For E in list, colon, and then print what we have to print here. We have to print elements, not the list. Make sure we are printing this reference, not this. If we'll print this one, then it will consider as a for loop, and how many elements are here, based on that these many times your list will be displayed. So we have to take element, print element, enter. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose if we are giving here list LSP, then we got list multiple times. How many times? How much your data here, list, right? Next we have what? We can go ahead and we can write some of the scenarios in which we can do multiplication, addition and all. So let's see here. For E in, for E in LSP colon, and then print print what we can have to do the print here in this. What are the things we can print? We can print something like, E multiplication E. Let's see. So we got, when we have multiplied, so we got the list in this multiplication. In the same manner, if we'll give LSP, enter. So cannot multiple sequence type list. So in this manner, you just make sure we have only E, enter. We got this one. So in this manner, we can do multiplication, addition, and all the things we can do it. Next, we have to move to the while loop. While loop. What is the meaning of while loops? While means make sure your work has some condition to be stopped, manual condition, otherwise it can't stop. So suppose if I'm writing E is equal to 1, element is equal to 1, while E 5, so this we have given this one, and then print of what I wanted to print of E is, and then we have given this one, and then format of E, and then E is equal to E plus 1. So this is the, here we have given, we are just continuing up to what? Up to this statement. So here E is 1, E is 2, E is 3, E is 4. So this we got in the form of this manner. So we can go ahead in this manner, we can write. Next we have range. What is the meaning of range? So range 5. What is the meaning of 5? 0 to 5. It will display in the form of tuple, 0 to 5. Range of 1 to 7. So we got range is 1 to 7. So range of 6, 0 to 6. Here what we have, but we'll just create a range. So we have created a range is 6 for T in range of 6. Print of E, enter. So we got 0 to 5. In this manner we got it here. In the same manner, what I wanted to do here, I want this range to be displayed in the list. I want this range to be displayed inside the list. So how we can do this? So we can do in this manner. See here. LIST. I'm not talking about LST. LST is a reference. LIST is a method to convert the data in list. LIST, list range of 6, enter. So we got 6 here, right? We got in this manner, list and all. So we have the next, we have list comprehension. So how we can do it? Suppose LST is equal to, let me write LIST, list comprehension. Comprehension we have, and then we'll give LST is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what I'll do, I'll just take output is nothing, out is an index, and that index for P element in LST colon out. The data will be displayed in this out dot append, and then e to the power 2. Print out, enter. So we got 1, 4, 9, 6, 25. Suppose if you will give this print here only, print, then what output you'll get? 1, 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 9, 1, 4, 9, 6, 1, 4, 9, 6, 25. But come out from this loop, we have 1 4 this one, है ना? Now we have the next concept is function. What is the meaning of function? Function is nothing but we have to define the function to call anything. So see here def, let me write function. Here I'll write def my fn, def my fn, and then we can write the parameter, multiple parameters, any parameters you can write it. You can write multiple parameter, you can write the single parameter. So we have the parameterized function. What is that parameterized function? Parameterized function, what I can give, hello. Suppose hello I have given here, hello, and then what I have to do, print what I'll print here. If I'll print my fn, print what, I'll just print, no, I'll not give anything here. Oh, sorry, I'll give the print in this, and this one what I'll do, I'll just write in this manner, one param is equal to this one, and here I'll give in this print one param, enter, and here I'll call what, my fn, enter. So we have this my fn, enter, and this function has been displayed in this manner. If I'll give my fn function complete, so we got hello, because function I have given hello in this, right? Because print what I wanted to print in this, one param. In this we are printing one param. In this manner we can go ahead. So next, suppose we wanted to do printing some arithmetic operators and all, operations and all. So now def square, square of a, print a to the power 2. Square means a to the power 2 only. So here what I wanted to do here I'll just make what, out is equal to square square of 2. So here what we got 4, 2 to the power 4 out, 2 to the power 4. In the same manner, if I'll write directly, then also we got 4 only here, right? This is what exactly the concept. And now let me go ahead with the method. Some methods would be here. Method. How we can go ahead with the methods? So let's mark down methods. In this method, suppose I'm writing st is equal to hello, hi, how are you. I just wanted to put some method in this. So st dot lower, so we got hello, hi, how are you in the lower format. Upper, st dot upper, upper, so we got hello, hi, how are you in upper. Suppose I wanted to split these all the data, st dot split, so hello, hi, how are you, splitting also we have got, you know. Now what I wanted to do here, I just wanted to split something. Suppose I have written this hello, hi, how are you, this is I have written, you know. So suppose that sometime we have some twitters and all, so in that we just wanted to remove the unwanted data, na? So suppose the same data we have hello, hi, how are you, st hello, hi, how are you, in that this one also we have hash also we have. So what I can do, I can write st dot split of hash. So we got hello, hi, how are you in this. st hello, hi, how are you. If we will not do this, then what we will get? Suppose if we'll call here and then we'll call st, then we'll get hello, hi, hash are you. But here we don't have hash are you. This is what exactly the scenarios we have. And finally, we have some more thing. Suppose I have written this lst. lst is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Here we call lst dot pop. Enter. 4 we have here. Pop. 1 2 3 4. This last data has been popped up. lst. Enter. So 1 2 3. Suppose if I'll give lst pop 3. Enter. Pop out of range. Okay. 1. So because we have removed this 4 now, so this is the reason it got out of range at that time. So we have this 2 popped up, and now if we'll call the list lst, so 2 won't be available there. So 1 and 3. Right? So this is what exactly the scenarios in it, and we have some more function on it. So if you like this video and you will see, like if you wanted to go ahead with the more concept, so let us know so that we can create some more concept in the same manner. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Take care.